First of all, it's a shame for anybody to lose that ball game. I mean, that's two teams that left it all on the field. I mean, just I told Pat I wouldn't expect anything less from his team, and again, been a part of a lot of those games in my career. They're not fun to be a part of, but when you win games like that, those are the type of games that help your team grow and create the expectation. Those are the type of games that you have to win to really teach the way you really want to, and for the kids to experience that, it's special. But it was just, a heck of a game. And again, to go on the road and up here, senior day, undefeated on the road for only the 10th time in 129 years of Clemson football. Man, I'm really proud of our team. I mean, they played with a lot of belief and a lot of faith. We did what we needed to do defensively. 8 sacks, 16 TFLs. TJ had an unbelievable game, career high, tied a Clemson record, 4 sacks. There were a lot of situational moments in the game that turned out to be critical for us. The goal line stand was huge. There was a couple of 2 or 3 possessions where we held them to field goals. I thought that was huge, and just so many guys having to step up. D. Creighton, all of a sudden he's having to play every snap, and you don't have Woodaz, now you don't have Sammy Brown, and you're just getting strained and strained. But the kids just kept believing, they kept the faith, and it was just awesome to see. We ended up plus on the turnover margin. I thought our special teams were awesome. Chapel, you'll be happy to know that Aiden had 6 inside the 20. You were worried about that a couple of weeks ago, and so he had 6 inside the 20. And I think was one off maybe the school record. Aiden was awesome. We were really concerned about that. Obviously, that 0 is a good player, and so to hold him in negative yardage in punt returns was a huge aspect in the game. And the difference in the game, probably the least likely that anybody thought, was our field goal. 51-yarder, career high. It turned out to be the difference for us. And so I'm just really happy for Nolan and the whole group up there going out there and getting it done. And then offensively, I thought the first half we played pretty good. It's 17 points on the board. The biggest disappointment in the first half is, we just missed a couple of plays. We had a chance for Brenny on one. We had a chance when they jumped offside to just finish on the catch. We had a couple of drops, and then we missed Antonio for a touchdown. We just missed it. And so that kind of allowed them to kind of hang in there. And then we were really poor in the third quarter. Really poor. Really disappointed with how we played there. In fact, we only had 27 yards until the last drive. So first of all, give Pitt a lot of credit, but how about give that offensive group to walk out on the field, on the road, down, no timeouts, all right? We were trying to manage every second we could between the 48 seconds and getting a field goal before the half to right there at the end. And defense gave us a chance because they held them to the field goal. We got no timeouts. All right, we got a shot. Field goal ties it, and that's what we said. Hey, we do this every Wednesday. Field goal ties it, touchdown wins it. Let's just go and do what we do every Wednesday in practice. And man, it was awesome. Guys getting out of bounds, managing the clock situation, and then obviously Cade with a 50-yard turned out to be game winner for us. So just an incredible heart. Antonio, 13 catches, 149 yards, career high, 2 touchdowns, and again, should have had another one, at least one more. Cade ended up being 27 of 41, 288, no interceptions. I thought that was big that we ended up winning the turnover margin. But the story of the game for us is all the people down. You got no Sadler, no Marcus Tate, no Tristan Lee. In fact, Pat, Coach Narduzzi, who I really think a lot of him. He's a friend. He was bragging on our offensive line. He goes, "Man, your offensive line is playing great." I'm like, "Yeah, but my whole left side's in Clemson." And for those kids to go out there in the very first play, you lose Elijah. Like Murphy's Law, right? But we practiced. I did it in our walkthrough. I literally did it in our walkthrough on Friday. I said, okay, because you got to have a plan, right? And in fact, I was talking to Don Munson and Ben. I was talking to them beforehand. They were like, what are you going to do? And I was like, well, here's what we're going to do. Walker Park's going to go to right tackle. Trent's coming in. Blake's going to play left tackle. And we got to find a way. We're going to move Harris over to right guard. And then after that, we had a plan with Linthicum going to right tackle. Because we got more guys that can snap, and then we were going to use Mason Wade to use his last game. So we had a plan. But the story of the game for us, Walker Parks, he hadn't played right tackle in 3 years. Blake Miller hadn't played left tackle since high school. And for him to go over there and play every snap against a team that pressures every single time, and again, it wasn't pretty, but man, they fought their butts off and got it done for us. Trent Howard coming in, playing every snap. So just a great win, and I'm proud of our guys again. Finished 7-1 in the league. We were 4-4 last year, and so man, it's a good step in the right direction for us. And that's the best we could be. Obviously, wish we were undefeated. There's only one undefeated team. We don't get to play them, so all we could do is finish the very best we could. And I'm proud of the guys for doing that. And then again, undefeated on the road. I saw a team again grow up. And that's what you want to see. Just never quit. Give everything you got. Don't make excuses. Just keep playing. And they did that. So hats off to those guys. And now we got about 13 days left to finish the season. So we got senior day next week. Opportunity for a 9th win. 14 years in a row if we can get that done. And again, just continuing to build our program where we want it to be. A lot of guys are hurt. Elijah's going to be done for the year. It's a really tough injury for him. But hopefully he'll be back and ready to go for the spring. And as I told him, it's got to always find the silver lining. It would have been bad if he hadn't had a chance to show he could be a dude, right? So at least he's got a very clear vision of what he can be. He got a chance to show everybody that he can do it. Himself, his teammates, our fans, that this guy's he's a player. And so even though his season's coming to an end, he'll have that confidence going into the off season. So thankful for that. Wade, we were hoping that he took a really tough shot to his thigh and shin area, and he just couldn't get him there. He tried, but we just couldn't get him there to where he could do it. And so again, then of course you lose Sammy Brown. So, but you know what? You can't ever become anything unless you overcome something. And these guys overcame a lot today. So I'm really proud of them. I'm proud of our staff, and just special win. Again, I've been a part of a lot of these type of games, and they're hard, but man, it's special when you get to be a part of it with a team that finds a way to win it, and that's what they did tonight. So with that, I'll take your questions.